as you can tell, we are gonna chat about the nonfiction books that I have read that I think you should read as well, that I got a lot out of. I usually never really talk about nonfiction books on my channel because, I don't know, I just don't know why. I just don't feel like I can do it justice. Because I feel like I would be repeating a lot of the same stuff that most YouTubers repeat. And also that's where I get my reading from nonfiction books from, my reading list. But I thought this would be fun and exciting to do because, like I said, I don't really talk about it. Some of it will be money, some of it, there's one biography. I will do another video once I get more biographies under my belt, because I got a couple of lists, guys, for that. And just in general, like habits and whatnot. So I thought this would be a fun video. And as you guys may know, I read a fiction and a nonfiction because I do like fantasy and creativity, but I also do like to learn. So I feel like reading a fiction and a nonfiction helps balance that part of reading for me out. So, and I've been doing this for about 3 years-ish, probably about 3 years. So let's get started because I think this would be really fun to do. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, so the actual first, I feel like, non-fiction book that I read that kind of got me into order was Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. Now, I always heard about him, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try giving it a try. And guys, it's really good to learn about your basics of like money and how to pay off debt and just getting just all intense with your debt and like the way to go possibly about it. Obviously there's different ways, that's why I'm saying a different way to do it, because there's the snowball way to do it, which is Dave Ramsey's way, and also the debt avalanche, which is a different way. But he talks about it here, and this is like basically the first, at least, money book that I read, and I really enjoyed it. And I highly suggest it, especially like for high schoolers that are just getting off into the world. I highly suggest it, or even just getting the basics of money down. A very good book, in my opinion. Now the next one, you're a BA and making money. It took me a while to finish this because I liked it, but then I didn't. Honestly, if you want to get in the mindset of making more money and having money come to you, you know, I am healthy, I am wealthy, then yes, this is the book for you. And like I said, I liked it in that aspect, and the money aspect, that money flows and money goes. So it's a really good book to learn about a money mindset and how you can get better with your money mindset. I highly suggest it for that. That was like my second book. Now, in order to learn about investing, I read Broke Millennial Takes on Investing, and it actually took me a while to find this book because a lot of people were just trying to read it. And I actually read it, I believe, last year. So it was really good learning about investing and when to set up investing accounts and all that good stuff. I really enjoyed it. It actually really helped me learn more about investing. I highly suggest it. Same with the whole Broke Millennial book set type thing. She wrote a couple of them, Erin, and I highly suggest them. But that's the main one that I do suggest. And then Rachel Cruz's Know Yourself, Know Your Money. Again, I like this for the money aspect, in that it's okay to do you with your money, what you want to do, and how we all have different money aspects. Like, I learned that I have a frugal money mindset with this, and I need ways to kind of combat that too as well. So it's just about different money mindsets and kind of like how to combat it, and also talk to, if you have a partner, about it, or even your family and friends about it. I highly suggest this as well. And again, she's Dave Ramsey's daughter personality, so it's really educational in that aspect too. So I really do enjoy it. I probably should have put it second to Dave Ramsey's, but now, so that was like the money aspect. Now we're kind of getting into the creativity and habits. So the very best one that I have really enjoyed and that got me basically wanting to write again and be more creative is Big Magic. My god, guys, this is such, I literally devoured this probably in a month or two. I don't remember how long it took me, but it wasn't that long. I just really loved Big Magic. It just talked about creativity and how it comes and how it goes. Maybe a story idea isn't for you, and that's why you're having such a hard time writing it. Maybe talk to a friend, maybe it's for them, maybe they can take it and go with it. And that is another thing that I learned too, that it's okay to talk to people about your creative projects, especially other people that are in a creative field, and just bounce ideas off of each other too. So it was such a good book. If you're a creative or want to get into a more creative mindset, I highly suggest it. This is one of my favorite reads. Highly suggest it. It's so good. Now, another one which I finally finished last year, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. This has helped me to stop and think about, Molly, it's not about you. Half the time when someone has a problem, it's not about you. And it's just one of those things, like, I had to begin to learn to process because I internalize some things sometimes inside, and this book has really helped with that. And it's funny, as you could tell by the title. There's swears, so beware, but highly suggest it too. And then I feel like everyone talks about this, The Power of Habits. Another really good one, learning about habits and how to succeed with them, and building habits and getting habits to last. I highly suggest this book. It is so good. Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna leave the picture up here, but Marie Kondo's Tidying Up, because we're talking about lifestyle, it is so good, guys. It's about the minimalism mindset and how we should, you know, keep tidying things up, that it's okay to let things go, say thank you for bringing me joy for the season that you are in my life. And I highly suggest it. I had such a fun time reading that, and she goes through different ways to organize your closet and such, but definitely I highly suggest it if you're learning to declutter and become a minimalist. That's how I started my minimalism journey, basically, besides watching the minimalist documentary. So good, guys. I highly suggest that book. And now my last book is a biography, The Ride of a Lifetime by Bob Iger. He is the CEO of Disney, and my god, guys, just reading sometimes his day-to-day life that he's been going through, and talks about the acquisition of Marvel, Star Wars. Sometimes he had to make a decision that just was benefit for the company compared to someone else, just like that hardship of being a leader, but you gotta do it. If you're in a management position, highly suggest reading this as well, because it gets you into that mindset as well. Just sometimes you gotta do what's best for the company, you gotta do what's best for your workers as well. It's just, I highly suggest it. I actually really had, because I'm such a Disney nerd, I really had fun reading this. So if you're a Disney nerd and you haven't read it yet, I highly suggest reading it, because it is so good, guys. It really is. And like I said, I wanted to try to do a whole biography video if I can. But this is definitely the top biography that I've read that I highly suggest you guys read, because I did learn a lot in this one as well. And it was just very interesting, like I said, to learn about his day-to-day, because he also helped with the Shanghai Disneyland, the China one, I believe, Hong Kong, one of the Asian, don't remember which one, Disneyland. So it was just very interesting to hear about that and how that went through as well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I thought this would be a little different, and these are the books of nonfiction that I highly suggest you guys read, and I tried to put them in order, like money and development and just one biography that I really enjoyed. So feel free to leave a comment down below if there is a nonfiction that you think I should read. Like I said, I always have a list from YouTubers that I watch, but it's also nice to know if there's other books out there as well. And this is why also too I never really did a full video on one nonfiction book, because I just don't think it's worth it, because I don't think I can do it justice as much as all these other YouTubers can do. But feel free to leave a comment down below, or nonfiction that has changed your life as well, because there's so many nonfictions that have changed so many people's lives, and I just want to hear about it. I just love hearing about it, so feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye friends!